So I am back today, not with more My Hero Academia, but with something very, very special, which I'm very excited about, my Q&A session. So first I just want to say, I'm just overwhelmed and so excited to be now over 1,000 subscribers. I initially kind of had this idea in regards to hitting 1,000 subscribers, and what actually ended up happening was as I was collecting the questions and everything from you guys, I'm now, I think, closer to the 1,200 mark, I believe. Like, I'm in the 11 somewhere. So thank you guys so much. I just can't believe there's, you know, like almost 1,200 people that want to watch me watch anime, but but that makes me so happy, and I just want to say thank you so much. It's been an amazing ride, and there's so much more to look forward to. So that being said, let's get started because I got some awesome questions and I'm very excited to answer them. You guys really nailed it with the questions. Like, I didn't know what to expect when I put it out there. I'm like, oh, are they all going to be my hero questions? Like, what kind of questions are they going to be? And they're just really, really fun questions. So let's get started. So first question, what's your favorite moment in My Hero Academia so far? One happy and one sad. This was a really good one, and it really made me think because there's been a lot of happy and sad moments on the show, and a lot of them are kind of intertwined, and they're kind of like a little bit of both, so it was hard to separate you know, what's just a happy moment and what's just a sad moment. So I'm going to start with sad and get that out of the way. And instantly when I read this, the first thing I thought of was the Todoroki arc during the sports festival arc. And seeing his backstory and his childhood and everything. And that was just for me, that was such a instant trigger just for tears. And even now, I get a little choked up thinking about some of the scenes and everything. They were so well done and very, very sad. But in terms of happy, the resolution to that for me was very happy, you know, not happy, but it was, I don't know how to put it, because seeing him visit his mom for the first time again was very emotional, and I don't know if I'd exactly call that happy, but it kind of felt like it had a good resolution, you know? So even though that was very sad, it's kind of linked into this his healing process, you know? I wouldn't exactly call it happy, but he started to kind of heal from all that. But that was incredibly sad. So that's probably my top sad moment. Happy moment is just as hard because some of the happy moments are also not sad, but they make me cry. They just make me so, so I thought about it, and honestly, I think for me it's probably a tie between one of the very first apps where All Might, it's right before he gives Izuku his quirk, and he's giving him the speech about you can be a hero, and Izuku's just like this, and I'm just also just like that. It was probably a tie between that and when Izuku's watching the video of All Might and finds out that he gets accepted into UA. And again, it made me cry, it's so emotional, but it's very happy, and just it's one of those moments that even now, I can look back on and it just has such weight overall in terms of the series. So that's my happy and sad. I could go on and on and on, honestly. My goal is to keep this video under an hour because I honestly could just rant about every single little thing that's ever made me happy or sad on My Hero. But great question. Thank you so much. Do you plan on reacting to other shows? Yes, I do plan on reacting to other shows. I'm so glad you asked. So for those of you guys who are my awesome patrons, yay, thank you. there's going to be a poll on Patreon when I'm caught up on my hero, kind of asking you guys, hey, you know, what do you think I should react to next? And I know my also awesome YouTube viewers, thank you guys so much, have given me some great suggestions, and I'd love for you guys to keep those in mind when we're coming up on that time. I don't even know when it will be, but because I really want to hear what you guys, you know, based on what you know of me, think I would enjoy, or what do you want to see me react to. So yes, there will be other shows that I react to, and I'm very excited about that. So thank you. That's a great question. Next one. Have you listened to K-pop before? If so, who do you like? This is a really good one because you guys know I love J-pop, but I haven't said too much about K-pop. So I know K-pop is incredibly popular right now, and it's been on my to-do list forever to get more into K-pop because I think if I enjoy J-pop, there's probably some similarities maybe in like sound and style that I'm gonna enjoy in K-pop as well. As of right now, I don't listen to a ton, but I have listened to some bands that I very thoroughly enjoy. EXO, I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know if it's said like, but it's literally just the letters EXO. I think they're really cool. I actually have not listened to a lot of BTS, which I know they're the ones that are hugely popular. But my favorite is a band, I believe they're K-pop, a band called Twice. They're either K-pop or they sing some of their songs in Korean, but they're not K-pop. I'm not sure because I know they sing songs in both Korean and Japanese. So I'm not sure exactly like where they're from or, you know, but I believe like that can be classified as K-pop. I've seen it like classified as K-pop and J-pop. So I'm going to say they're my fave. Twice, it's a girl band. It's, they're just so much fun. Like if you need a mood lifter, go listen to Twice and you'll just be dancing in like, you know, less than a few minutes. Very, very fun band. There is an artist, and of course I'm forgetting her name now. I'll try to put it in the comments. But it's just the most random thing. She had like a Christmas album, and it stands out to me because there's this really different, awesome, unique gospel cover of Let It Go on her Christmas album. Yes, you heard me right, gospel, and I'm talking like organ, clapping, like the whole 9 yards, like old school gospel cover of Let It Go. And it's in English, but that's just like really made it stand out to me, and I like that album in general. I love listening to like J-pop mostly at Christmas, but that was like a K-pop one that came up in my iTunes, and I was like, oh yeah, this is really good. So not a whole lot of experience with K-pop, but I do like what I've heard, and I do plan on getting more into it. So yeah, Twice, love them, love them. Okay, so next one. What has been your favorite episode of My Hero so far? This is a tough one, you guys. There's so many good ones. God, I know I'm probably gonna overthink this later and be like, no, wait, I should have said this. Off the top of my head, again, coming back to the Todoroki episode, I think that the one where I forget exactly which episode it is, but it's kind of like coming towards the end of Todoroki's origin story during the sports festival arc, and it's the one where he and Izuku finish fighting, and like Izuku's just like, I mean, everything's purple, broken, and he's just still going. He's just still like that one. That's probably my favorite app because that just. It was the culmination of everything in the Todoroki origin story, which I loved, and it was such a good prime example of Izuku just giving his all to not only like prove himself, but doing what I think he does best, which is you know, kind of speaking to others and inspiring others, and just physically like giving up everything to do that. There's been other great examples of that as well, but like it was so emotional, and it was so cool to watch, and it was, I mean, to this day I think it's at least one of my favorite apps. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it's my favorite, because like I said, we'll be here for like the next 3 hours with me talking about every single thing I've ever liked on the series. So great question. Okay, next one. I was wondering what you would think about the show by Rooster Teeth called Ruby. And do you play video games? So first of all, about Ruby, a lot of people have been recommending Ruby to me, and I actually did check out like the first, I think it was like the first 2 apps, and they're very like short apps, I think. And I really need to see more than that, because from what I'm hearing, Ruby gets incredibly real. And I think I would need to watch more than just the first couple eps, like when they're kind of finding their footing, to really see that. But I've heard great stuff about it. I'm just seeing like merch everywhere. I know it's a series worth checking out, so I really want to put it on my to-do list and like get to that point where things like really start to pick up, and I think that's a lot of what the fans have been telling me about. Just like get to this point and it gets so good, and I want to see that. I like the look and the style, and I always enjoy like stuff that centers around a lot of female characters, just 'cause I think that's really cool, like that we have so many cool female heroes now, you know, both in anime. Well, there's been quite a few in anime, but also like, you know, more notably now we have like big blockbuster movies coming out that focus on female heroes, and I think that's really awesome. So yes, I would definitely like to check that out. So great suggestion. So about me playing video games. So here's the thing. I love video games. I love video game culture. I love video game, like the premises for so many popular games. I love the music. I get like really anxious playing video games. Like I get really impatient. It's a me thing, because I just get like mad impatient that like I keep dying. Like I'm not instantly good at them. So like it's one of my major regrets in life that I'm like I do not play a lot of video games. That being said, I love video games and I love like everything else about them. So I will just like sit and watch someone playing a video game. And that to me is like as good as watching a movie, like even more tense, in fact, because you really don't know like what's gonna happen if somebody is like a big boss and they could just lose it all right there, like that. I just love that. So yes and no, I love video games, but like I don't play them. It's very, very strange. I don't know if there's anyone else out there that feels that way. I'd be very curious to know. But I guess then no, I don't really play them, but I do love them. So that was a very odd answer. It's probably not what you were expecting, but thank you for your question. Okay, next one. What is your favorite Uradeku moment in the series so far? Ooh, they have their own little cute couple name. So there's been a couple of sweet ones. I like when she tried to give him her point way back when, like before they got into UA. I thought that was really sweet, but in terms of like actual like, you know, kind of sparks between them, the one that really stands out to me would be when they're having their battle, she and naval laser guy, and he's just kind of like, are you thinking about Izuku right now? And let me tell you, like, I lost it at that. Well, you guys know, go back and watch the video, you can see me losing it. I really enjoyed that because, you know, as soon as Izuku met Uraraka, you know, he had like a teenage boy reaction and was like blushing and nervous and like, So we kind of knew that he was into her, and I could always, like, I can go back and see, like, kind of the special connection that they have. Like, I know how much he inspires her, like, her battle during the sports arc, she was so inspired by him and everything. But I think that was kind of the first time I felt like when it was brought to her attention that she was kind of into him, and she realized it for the first time. I think that, that was the first time I ever felt like, ooh, like there might really be like kind of a thing here, kind of a future in this. And it was just mad cute. It was mad cute. So that's probably my favorite. Great question. Thank you. Okay, next one. What is your favorite? This is such a good one. What is your favorite Netta's pervert fail moment you liked so far in this series? There's been quite a few, and some of them, honestly, like, I'm just like, I enjoy them, but I'm like, oh my god, just chill, dude, chill. So, honorable mention, the one where he gets poked in the eye when he's trying to peep. Yeah, that was pretty good. But favorite, just because of the setup and just how ridiculously strange it was, and the ambiance. It was in one of the more recent apps, and it's when he decides to climb the wall that separates the guy's bath and the girl's bath. I don't know. It was just a setup for it. Like, they just have this, like, he has, like, this halo glow, and they play, like, this, like, oh, like, operatic music, and, like, he gets this gleam in his eye, and, like, I feel like in that moment, even he knows how that's going to end, and he just doesn't care. He's just compelled to just do him, to just be him. It was a pretty special moment. So very good question. That one made me laugh a lot. Thank you. So, okay, next one. This is such a good question because I want to take some time to explain this. What happened to Dragon Ball Super reactions? Okay, so you know how I put out the question to you guys? Let's do a Q&A on my little community section of my YouTube. So it turns out that nobody could see anything I was writing on community until I had 1,000 subscribers. So way back in the day, I actually did put out something saying like, hey guys, I'm going to take a little break from Dragon Ball Super, and sadly none of you guys saw that. I was wondering why like nobody said anything. Way back when I started Dragon Ball Super reactions, I did not have great camera equipment, I did not have great computer equipment, and you know, I think just like working full time and everything, it was taking on like another show was kind of maybe at that time at least, while I was so new to reactions, was kind of stretching it a bit, and especially like I said with the equipment situation. And also like once I started the first couple apps, I realized there were a lot of people saying like, you know, it doesn't really pick up till like several episodes in. So I kind of took a little break based on those two things, and my plan originally was to, you know, maybe like watch the first 20 or so, or however many it was, like on my own, and then come back for like the big stuff and react to that, and only react to like the big stuff. And that never happened. I never got caught up like on my own time. And it just kind of fell by the wayside, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to focus on my hero. I was really ramping up with my hero, and so I decided to do that. But I feel really bad because I really, really want to see Dragon Ball Super, and that's something that like when I open up my polls for like what should I watch next, like keep that in mind, you know, if you want to see that, because I would love to go back and watch it. And you know, I love your suggestions on what is the best way to do that. Like, are the first 20 apps like in a movie somewhere that I can maybe like watch that and get to some of the bigger moments that everyone's really looking forward to a little bit quicker, or would you not prefer that? Like, you know, keep all that in mind, because I'm totally down. I love Dragon Ball. I loved what I saw. I had a great time with it. And everyone's telling me like, oh my God, you need to see that. And I personally am dying to see it. So that's what happened. Sorry there was no communication about it. I thought that you guys were seeing it, and I was wrong, and I just learned that recently. So yes, good question. Glad we cleared that up. The next one is a very good one. What is your favorite binge snack? This is this is such a good question, and this is a dangerous question for me because I love food. Like, in case you guys haven't noticed, in like everything I have over here, which is like, I'm pretty sure there's like food stuff. Well, there's actually only one thing. There's pushing with a donut, but I love food. I love crocheting food. I love eating food. I love food anime. So binge snack. Okay, so one thing that I could just like probably eat a whole tub of and like not even realize it till I just like went to reach and there was no more is probably like popcorn, or possibly like the caramel popcorn that you get in like the little Christmas tins, or like Cracker Jacks, like that stuff. That I could just like eat a ton, like that I could really binge. Like, that's something that I could eat like a thing this big of. Like, you can't even see what I'm doing on the camera, like right there. And like I wouldn't even notice until I was like at the bottom. I was like, huh, where did it all go? Oh, that's where it all went. Favorite actual food is probably pizza, but I don't think I could binge that. I think I would realize it pretty quick because it's such a heavy food. That you know, like I could not binge that. It would hit me a little bit more quickly. But yeah, like little caramel popcorn, butter popcorn, a mix of the two. Like, I could just chow down on that and just binge. Excellent question. I love food questions. So this last one this is probably my hardest question. What's cuter, a dozen bunny rabbits or a dozen puppies? Oh my God, you guys, please don't make me choose. I think they're both adorable. And I really don't want to choose because they're both so sweet and snuggly. But I will say, just based on my own experience, I have never had a pet rabbit before, but I have had many pet dogs. So if I had to choose, just based on my ability to make an informed decision, if you're forcing me, I'd say puppies, but I love them both. And I'm just like, I'm glad that kitties were not mentioned in there because that would break my brain, because I don't know if I could choose between kitties and anything. But a very fun question. Great questions, you guys. That was so much fun. I'm glad that we did that. Again, thank you so much for putting me in the 4 digits of subscribers. That is just unreal to me. And I so appreciate it. I'm so grateful to you guys. Thank you. And this has been really fun. Let's do this again sometime. This was fun. I enjoyed this. So great questions, you guys. Thank you. Join me next time for more reactions to My Hero Academia, which I'm about to go do right now, which you'll know from my shirt. So, bye guys. See you next time.